I'm a little bit nervous about this video because today I want to get real with you. Yesterday I published a post on my blog called Meaning Matters, my story about making 6 weeks count. It's a story I haven't shared on Small Town Leadership because I didn't know where it fit. But 2 years ago I did have it published on another platform. Finally I decided that this is my story and it belongs on my platform. You see, it's a story about my experience having a miscarriage 8 years ago. I invite you to read the article, especially if you're someone who has gone through this, had a partner who's gone through this, or just cares to know what that experience might feel like for somebody else. But for the purposes of today's video, I want to talk to you about what was going on professionally for me at the time that made this experience in my life the most significant wake-up call in my professional career. You see, 1 month before the miscarriage, there was a reorg at my company. And reorgs happen all the time, it's completely normal. During this reorg, I was without a direct line boss. I was dotted lining to someone while they figured out everything underneath it. And in this month, I hadn't met with that dotted line person because that, I guess, wasn't a priority for anybody. So fast forward to me sitting in my home, trying to figure out what's going on in my body, what's going on in my life, what's going on with my family. And it dawned on me that, wow, I should probably tell somebody why I'm not going to be at work this week. But guess what? That leader did not earn the right to know that information about me. I sent an email to my previous manager and I told her what was happening. And I said, I won't be at work this week. You may let anyone who needs to know this information know. I grant you that permission. But know that for right now, you're the only person I can think of to go to share this with. It's heavy to talk about this. My heart's beating really fast right now. Anytime I am in the middle of a reorg now, my heart immediately drops to my stomach because I go right back to that place. The place where I didn't have someone to go to who I could share the most traumatic thing that was happening in my life at that time. If you're listening to this and you're a people leader, I want you to take a really long, hard look and think about how much you have earned the right to know the deepest things that are going on with your associate's life that they really want to share with you. What are you demonstrating to them to show them that they can trust you with the information that I so badly wanted to entrust with someone at the time it was going on for me? And if you're an associate who is reporting up to leaders, I want you to think about, what does it take for you to know that you can go to someone with that information? Trust is a huge component of things we do every single day. And I know that when we feel like we're in a trusting environment, so much more can come from that place. You're probably feeling a little bit heavy listening to this right now. I know I will feel lighter knowing I've shared this. It will take a little bit, but it will happen. I want you to go back and think about who you trust, who you think trusts you, and what needs to happen for those pieces to come together if they don't right now. Please let me know how I can be a support as you're thinking about this. If you're someone who's experiencing what I talk about in the blog post in this video, reach out. Not enough of us talk about what it's like to go through that in our lives. And for those of you who simply want to know how to be more sympathetic, more compassionate, reach out to me as well. Thanks so much for listening to this very, very personal message, and I'll be back with you next week.